follow me on Snapchat.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is KristenLeanne, and today's video is pretty much, do you need to get down? Do you need to get down? A monkey? Okay. I've compiled my favorite foundations and my favorite concealers, and these are all foundations and concealers that I think that you guys should be using for 2017, and we'll go through all of them and why I like them and what skin type they're good for. But before we do that, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not already to become a fox. And also, if you are already subscribed, or even if you're not and you're about to subscribe, hit that little bell icon down there as well. It's in the bottom left near the subscribe button, so that you will be notified anytime I upload a video. It'll just like pop up on your phone and be like, KristenLeanne put up a new video, and you can be first to comment and first to thumbs down, whatever's clever, whatever you like to do. Because you know those people that hit that thumbs down are like on notification squad, because like how did they get there that fast? Like how? Before we get started though, I wanted to kind of like tell you guys about my skin really quickly. My skin, I would say, is a combination skin. It doesn't get oily very often. It hangs onto makeup very well for long periods of time. It sometimes gets a little bit dry and sometimes it gets a little bit oily. It just depends on the weather and just like my skin in general. But for the most part, it is like, it's pretty like combo, but like I would say it's just like kind of like right in the middle, which I'm super lucky for, which is why sometimes I can use a little foundations that are more meant for oily skin, or you know, vice versa. So let's move on to finding you your next favorite foundation. Keep watching. So the first foundation that I want to talk about, you probably have seen this on my channel many, many times. It is the Tarte Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation. It comes in this little guy right here. And of course I grabbed my brand new one. Typical. It is in this thing right here, and actually like slides around in here. It's kind of interesting. Let me see if I have my other one. Watch how that moves around there. Ugh. It's definitely like a gel, and this foundation is $39. This would be not in the cream, not in the liquid, but it is like a gel foundation. In here you get 1 ounce of product, which is kind of cool. It's kind of heavy for traveling. Some people don't like that it's in this little container. Sometimes I like it that I can just like dip my beauty blender in there and grab what I want, even though it's probably not the most sanitary method. I do like that about it. Some people don't like it, that I've heard. But overall, this foundation is great. The coverage is awesome. I find it buildable. I can do like, I would say it's pretty full coverage, but not full coverage like Kat Von D's full coverage. It's like full coverage, like it still looks like your skin kind of full coverage. It covers pores amazingly. It also has hyaluronic acid in it, so it's going to keep your skin hydrated while you're wearing it, and over the course of the, you know, however long you're gonna be wearing it, whether you wear it for 2 months or a month or whatever, but 1 ounce of product should last you quite a while. I would say that this foundation is for either combos. I mean, I feel like this one really hits all categories. I would say it is best suited for someone with drier skin, because it does have the hyaluronic acid and it's very moisturizing. But I wouldn't say that if you have oily skin and you wear it, you're gonna be a grease ball. I think that you would just have to take the proper precautions before putting it on, you know, have a clean face, moisturize with gel moisturizer that doesn't have oil in it, and then apply this. Next we have the Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation. This is a liquid. It is $45, and this has argan oil in it. So right off the bat, if you have oily skin, I would not suggest this one. It is very luminous and moisturizing. So some days, if I'm gonna be going to like Disneyland or something, I will not grab for this foundation. This foundation is for me with a combo skin. Sometimes it's a little oily, sometimes it's kind of dry. It just kind of depends on the weather and my skin. But I would say that this is like, I would grab this if I was going to an event that was not gonna last any longer than 4 to 5 hours-ish with my skin type. You get 1 ounce of product in here. It's extremely breathable. They've got a great range of colors. It just doesn't feel, it feels like you're not wearing a lot of foundation, which I really like. You guys are probably wondering right now too, like what foundation I currently have on my face, and when we get to it, I will be like, I'm wearing that right now, but it's actually a cocktail. I like foundation cocktails. This next foundation, you can actually tell that I wear this one a lot and grab for it because it is so dirty. The package is really dirty. Yeah. This is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Foundation Cream, and I would say this is definitely like a cream. It's a thicker kind of formula. Like if you're familiar with Kat Von D's formula, like just the consistency of it, it's similar to this, but this is a little lighter. This is $44 and you get 1.01 ounces of product in this little guy, and I just love this foundation. The coverage is amazing. Like I tried a bunch of different Becca ones. I bought this at Ulta and I tried like tons of different ones, and this was the best one for me because it had the most coverage. Because this is like a cream, it hides like uneven texture of skin as well as like any like pigmentation or uneven skin tones that you might have. This will cover really well, and you can also layer this one quite well. And it doesn't feel, because it's a cream too, it feels like lightweight. And I would say this one is one of those ones that is ideal for any skin type, whether you have dry skin. I wouldn't say that the cream is too drying. I think it would be fine for you unless you have like dry patches on your skin. I would say that no matter what zone your skin is in, you could wear this. It also lasts for so long. I love that. Oh yeah, and I'm wearing a combination of this one and the next foundation we're gonna talk about. The reason why I mixed this one and the next one we're gonna talk about today is because in my opinion, this has more of a yellow undertone. This specific shade, this is cashmere. And I haven't been talking about the shades of the foundations that I have, so I'll go ahead and leave those in the description box for you. So this one has like more of a yellow undertones for me. And for my skin, I'm kind of like in between. I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm full on yellow undertones, and I wouldn't say I'm full on pink, but like typically I have to mix foundations because it's either a little bit too yellow, a lot bit too yellow for me, or like too pinky, and then they just need to have a baby and then it'll work for my face. So this next foundation I'm gonna talk about is a very, very, very small brand. She reached out to me and sent me this foundation as well as some other makeup and wrote me the sweetest little letter and like put goodies in there for my dogs. And like, that's not the reason why her product is being put in this video though. I actually really enjoy her foundation. You guys know that I would never suggest any products that I don't fully, wholeheartedly believe in, but I just think it's amazing that she has such a great product, and it's a small business. If you guys have been following me for, I don't want to age myself right now, but like 8 years, you know that I used to have a small boutique, and just like the support is so awesome for small businesses. Like, and I own a small business right now. Like, small businesses, we should support small businesses always. I mixed the Becca foundation with this one. This is Dion Cosmetics. It's called The Only, and I am shade 105. I think that's the shade I am right now, right? Let me check. Oh, just kidding. I'm actually this shade. I'm 101. Let's hold that one instead. So this is $27.50 in Canadian dollars, and you get, let's see, 1.4 ounces. So that's quite a bit compared to some of the others. I would say this is like a pretty matte finish, but not too matte. It won't like dry you out. So I would say that this once again could kind of be worn by everybody, but I think it'd be best for someone that tends to have oilier skin. But like I said, it won't dry you out. Their description says that this has yellow undertones, and it does a little bit, but for me, like when I put them on, this has a little bit more pink undertones for me. Not like so noticeably where you'd be like, oh, that's a pink undertoned foundation. But like, I just put them both out here on my little table to see, compare with this one. And this one is definitely a little more like yellowy, and this one's like pinky yellow. So I mixed these two together and it like created like the perfect shade right now. Love it. But the yellow undertones in this are to hide uneven skin tones, cancel out redness. So it's great if you don't have like the perfect even skin tone to start with. Now this next foundation, I would not suggest if you have dry skin. I mean, once again, it's not super drying, but I would say it's more of a matte-ish, drier matte finish than the other ones that we've talked about so far. This is the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick, and it looks like this. And you actually only get 0.25 ounces of product in this guy, but this has a lot of pros to it. Let's talk about it. It's $46, and this is definitely a cream, but they actually poured, it was a liquid, and then they poured it into this cream form, and because of that, it adjusts to your skin's temperature and will kind of like, I wouldn't say melt into your skin, but it blends out like a dream, like so easily. I just used this recently in a couple videos, and like just watching me blend it, I'm like, I'm like watching it editing, I'm like, how does that blend out so well and evenly? So it's basically like a concealer and a foundation in one. It's very good coverage. Like it will cover anything. Like you don't even need concealer under your eyes, like for the most part. This will do the trick. This is $46, and I would say because it's a cream as well, and just because of their awesome formula, it is like really lightweight. You're not gonna feel like you're wearing a mask at all, or like it's too heavy and you wanna peel it off. It's like, I almost forget I'm wearing foundation when I have this on, and I'll like touch my face, I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit, you have foundation on. Don't do that. This next one we're gonna talk about is $5.99, and it is awesome. I would say, I am saying that it is up there with all these other foundations in my opinion. I just used this in a video recently and I love it. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and this is like a new formula. I have been using a mixture between their soft beige and their porcelain. I've been mixing them because I kind of need something in between. But yeah, this is $5.99, and let's see, this has 1 ounce in it. It's obviously everything in the video is cruelty free, but I love how they just display it right here, so you just like know right off the bat if you're not sure. It's a matte finish. I would suggest using this if you have oily or combination skin. If you have dry skin, I think this would be okay, but once again, like you might wanna, if you're gonna like go out and buy one foundation, I would suggest using one of the ones that has hyaluronic acid or is a little bit more moisturizing for your skin. This has no photo flashback either. I guess they tested it in like 7 different light settings, so that's pretty awesome. It's also got a light diffusing complex in it for like a very awesome finish. I just like, when I wore this, I didn't have high hopes, honestly, because I was like, the price tag really scares me, but I was blown away by this product. I love this foundation. I actually really like this little applicator too. I just kind of like dab it off on my palette and kind of mix them together. It would be kind of nice if like somebody made one that was like, you pushed a button down, right? Like almost like oil for your skin and like dispensed it like that. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so this is a great one, and you can pretty much get this at your local, like, I think like CVS and stuff, which is awesome. And you get 1 fluid ounces, did I already say that? Just like a great product. I suggest like going out and trying this if you are either on a budget or just don't want to spend that much on foundation. Like this is awesome. Like it stayed put. I think I was wearing it for like 12 hours one day, and I like hardly even had to put any, like do the, you know, the rice paper or anything. Like I was good to go with this stuff for a really long time. I have some honorable mentions that we'll mention at the end, but I do only have like 1 item left for the foundation category, then we'll go to concealers. This is not really a foundation. This is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Color Correcting Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum plus SPF 50. So I'll take this on like trips with me if I just wanna like run out the door and go somewhere. This is like I would say a full coverage CC cream. It is, and it's CC because it's color correcting. So I love this stuff. Like I think I got a sample of this and I went out and bought it literally like 3 days later. I was like, I have to have this. This is like the best CC BB whatever cream I've ever used. And I use this is light, and I don't know why it says light. I feel like it looks pretty tan. I feel like this should be like fucking tan. This is like tan as fuck to me. Sometimes I can wear this color, but I have another lighter one somewhere that I use. So I wrote this down because I was not gonna remember all this, but you know, one thing about It Cosmetics that I really love about their brand is not only are they trying to like make your skin look amazing, but they're trying to make it look amazing for the long haul. Like, I need to stop. I'm just like I'm all over with this. I'm like directing a freaking orchestra. It not only, it's color correcting, but it's got hydrolyzed collagen, peptides, niacin, hyaluronic acid, vitamins, and antioxidants. And so it says that it works in harmony to diminish the appearance of wrinkles and pores to create a more radiant, supple, and flawless looking complexion. So I would say this is fantastic for people with dry skin. Sometimes I feel like it's a little too luminous on me. Like I'll put it on and it's like I look in the mirror like 3 hours later and I can look a little oily, so I'll need to use like a rice paper, but it's so moisturizing. Like it doesn't feel grease ball like in a greasy way. It feels like a supple skin feeling, if that, does that make any sense? But this stuff is amazing. It's awesome, and this is at $38. And I would say this is between a cream and a liquid because it's not like super liquidy like the Wet n Wild foundation, but it is, I mean it is, it's like it's like a cream liquid, but this stuff is awesome. So if you're looking for like an awesome CC cream, or you're somebody that likes a really light coverage foundation, look, this is for you. This is for you. Anti-aging, and it has SPF 50. Moving on to concealers. I've got 3 concealers in here, and I bet you guys already know what one of them is gonna be, don't you? Let's just go ahead and start with this one. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. I love this for the same reason everyone else loves it. It has amazing coverage. I absolutely love the applicator. I love how big that is. It's not too small like a lipstick, but it's like, they should start making this for people with lip injections, because sometimes your lips are a little big. This one is in Fair, and I love this. One thing that I would say about this, if you do try this, that you should be careful about is when I go through, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do underneath my eye, I'm gonna do up here, I'm gonna do my nose and here. It'll fucking dry on you. Like, if you're someone that takes a lot of time to like blend that out and blend out, by the time you get down here, that shit's, it's gonna be a little bit harder to blend out. It dries somewhat quickly, which is one of the reasons why I love it, because it doesn't crease under my eyes like ever. Of course I set the under eye area, but it hardly creases, and a little goes a long way, okay? A little goes a long way. I would say it's a little pricey for concealer, but honestly, like, it's totally worth it. I would buy this. Yeah, it's great. This is $24, and how much is in here? It is 0.3381 fluid ounces. That seemed longer than necessary. Okay, the next 2 products I'm gonna talk about like together, because I feel like they are very in the same boat. Like, I would honestly say that the super cheap one is like a dupe for the other one, honestly. Other than the fact that the more expensive one has anti-aging properties and all that good stuff. So the first one is $4.68, and coming in hot, it is the Wet n Wild Come Correct Celebrity Concealer. The names are just getting so long these days. Are all the trademarks gone? Is that what's happening? This one is in, I actually need a lighter one for underneath my eyes. That's why I go for this next one or the Shape Tape, because I only have this one tan one. I need to go get it. It's not like it's that expensive. But this covers anything. It is like, a little goes a long way. Like, this $4.68 is gonna last you a long time. It's just, it'll cover anything. It's just fantastic. I absolutely love this. And the shade is medium golden, I would say. Like, this might even, that could work. That could work. Not for under the eyes, I wouldn't say, but to cover pimples and stuff. But like, it's pretty thick, and it works wonders. This next one is, looks like a pile of shit, I swear. This is like, you guys see this? It's like so worn off. This one is $24. It's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. And honestly, I'm gonna have to pull it up online right now because I can't read anything on it. I know that it has vitamins in it, and it covers like I would say all 3 of these cover like extremely well. But I use this one first, and this is like, it works great. This is in light. Okay, I pulled up the website. It's a very long description. But it's an anti-aging treatment again, delivers highly pigmented, perfect coverage, anti-aging technology to help treat the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, discoloration, conceal dark circles, age spots, and redness. And it doesn't settle into fine lines and wrinkles. So that's one thing too that I noticed about this the first time I used it, that I was having like gnarly under eye creases, and this just prevents that from happening. Like, obviously you have to use setting powder, but it will cover anything, any shit you got going on in your face. It's gonna be your best friend. Okay, so we have some honorable mentions. I have 3 actually, and we'll start with this one because it's the same exact thing as what I just showed you, except it's waterproof. It's the Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination, and it's the full coverage, anti-aging, waterproof. So it's basically the same exact thing that you just saw, I think, and it's waterproof. Next, this is like, I don't know, I just like love this little tiny pack. It's the Real Deal Concealer, Serious Coverage in Light by Laura Geller. It says use sparingly on the back, and that's for sure. This again, I would say is similar to these other ones, is just will cover anything. You could cover anything with this. It also is long lasting. It doesn't have any oil in it, which is great. Oh yeah, and this is $22. So this next one is one that I kind of wanted to put in this video, but I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, how often do you really grab for that? And if I'm honest with myself, it's like not that often, and it's because it's like using one of these full coverage concealers all over your face. And mom's getting a little too old for that. But it is still an amazing formula. It's the Urban Decay All-Nighter Fluid, and this is I would say this is more like a cream, and this is $40 for this. And did you guys see when I covered up my neck tattoo? I did it with this stuff. That's how well this covers. So I find myself loving this even more if I add moisturizer to it, like a gel moisturizer or some of my primer, and then put it on. But typically I don't like think to do that. I'm just thinking like, okay, how could I get ready quicker? And this is not the road I go down typically, but it is an awesome foundation. Like if you have like, if you're young and you're not, I don't know, I just feel like it was a little cakey for me sometimes, but that's just my skin. You know, it's not everyone's gonna be like that, but it is an amazing formula and it covers anything. Oh, it's also oil-free and it's also waterproof. It's definitely a full coverage, and I would say if you have dry skin, I would not go with this one. The last one here is the most expensive one of the bunch, and I just got this recently, I'd say like a month ago, so I've been testing it out, and I do really like it. It's the Kevyn Etherealist foundation. It's $58, and I love this. It's like very illuminating without being too like oily looking, but if you do have oily skin, I wouldn't suggest this one for you. But it is like, it's like leaves my skin luminous, but it covers very well, and I find myself layering this sometimes. Like if I have like this, like if I have a pimple, I'll like layer this over a little bit. This one also has hyaluronic acid, which is why it keeps your skin very moisturized throughout the day, and also has like ultrafine like pearl pigments to like reflect light and just make your skin look, I mean, it's called Etherealist, so you're gonna look like a damn angel. Lately I've been needing a little bit more coverage than this because I've been getting some breakouts, so I've been kind of reaching for everything else that you saw before this one. There you have it. Those are my favorite foundations that I think that everyone needs to use in 2017. Let me know if you've tried any of these. What do you think? What are your favorite foundations that you've tried this year? I know it's kind of hard. We're not that far into 2017, but let me know in the comments below. Maybe you guys can give everyone else suggestions and I can try some of your suggestions. That would be awesome. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to be notified the moment I put up a video, like notification squad status, then go ahead and hit that little bell. It looks like a little bell, and it's next to the subscribe button at the bottom left. Yeah. Bye guys.